I mean, I probably have time for a pickup video, but I probably will make it quick, or as quick as I can, because I'm typically not very quick at these things. Good day, everyone. Doomwave's back with a pickup video. Of all things, I know, I am extremely good at pickup videos, because that's I must be, because that's like all I do. Pickup videos and quarterly wrap-up videos. Does anyone even care? I mean, really, that's not why I do this, because people care. I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why we're going there. Anyway, pick a video time. It is the middle of September at this point. Yeah. As if you watched my last video, my last pickup video, or I think it was my last pickup video, I don't know. One of my last videos, I talked about the fact that I was trading a bunch of stuff in, and yeah, we continued that trend this month. We traded some more stuff in, and we got some stuff. Yeah, it's been well, not just month. It's since my last video, however long that's been, a couple months anyway. That's what it feels like. I don't know. But there's also a local store going out of business. Not really local, but local to me-ish. It's a music, book, game, movie store, kind of all around, called Hastings. It's going away. Very sad, but they did have some discounts. So I grabbed a couple things from there, a couple things from the place I've been trading stuff in, and also GameStop. And yeah, so we'll just go ahead and get started here. First of all, the one and only music pickup. We did pick up Ride the Lightning remastered. Huge Metallica fan. Have been for a long time. They've been with me for as long as I can remember. This is one my dad showed them to me when I was pretty young, and I collected all of their albums at a young age, up to the point that they were out, and continued to pick them up and listen to them. But this one was a glaring hole in my collection. I had this one on cassette, so I could listen to it. So I knew that I loved it. I knew that it was a good album, but I didn't own a CD copy of it, which was a shame. But I did pick this up, the remastered version. I think it was like $7 too. I can't remember. At Best Buy. Heck of a deal. I love Metallica. No explanation necessary. Ride the Lightning, fantastic. Also at Hastings, the store that was going out of business, we did pick up one pop figure. Now, normally, I'm not really into the whole pop thing. The Funko Pop thing that seems to be an epidemic across fandoms. There's just so many of these things, and power to you if that's your deal, but man, I just don't have the space for them, so I keep mine limited to ones that I absolutely need. And so far it's been Doom Guy, which I have 5 of, and now this one that I'm going to show you, and I had to get it. Swamp Thing. I love Swamp Thing. He's one of my favorite characters, comic book, superhero, whatever. I love the old Swamp Thing movie, the Wes Craven movie. It's wonderful. And yeah, this is a really cool pop to have, and he glows in the dark, apparently. So, Swamp Thing pop. Very cool, very swag. Alright. I'm really bad at this right now. I feel like I'm bad at it, organization-wise, because it's all just kind of, it's not even that much stuff, so I'll just roll with it here. We'll start with the older stuff. We did at the retro shop. We picked up a couple of must-haves. Robin Hood, the Prince of Thieves on NES, of course. This is my favorite movie of all time. Why wouldn't I buy the tie-in game? But it's made by Virgin instead of LJN, so it's bound to be a little bit better of a movie tie-in game. It's actually not bad. I haven't actually played it yet, but I've watched some gameplay footage of it, and it's actually like kind of an RPG. It's kind of cool. Yeah, Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, Kevin Costner and all, right there. That's him. That's the man. The silhouette of the man. Okay, next on the retro-ish front, and finally on the retro-ish front, we have a very clean copy of, sorry, bad at this, of Fatal Fury 2 on the Super Nintendo. The label is in super awesome shape, and this Robin Hood label is really good too. Like, I can't complain about that at all. It had some stickers on the back, but they came off pretty easily. This one has a little bit of a boo-boo right there, but I don't much care. I'm just glad that the front label is nice and pretty. So yeah, Fatal Fury 2. They actually had a couple of other Super Nintendo fighting games that I really wanted. One of them specifically was Street Fighter Alpha 2. They had it there, but it was in such ratty shape, and it was like $35, I think, which I probably would have paid for if it looked better. I mean, who's to say, down the road, if they still had it for $35, that I wouldn't just do it because I really wanted. That's probably my top wanted Super Nintendo game if I had to pick one. Street Fighter Alpha 2 on Super Nintendo is up there, and it's not a very common game, and certainly can get expensive. But for $35, for a shoddy label, I don't know, maybe we'll see. We'll see. Moving on. Red Dead Redemption Undead Nightmare. I don't even own Red Dead Redemption, but part of me just really wanted to play this game. But this one. I know the whole zombie thing is a little bit played out, but you know what? I'm still into it. So, Undead Nightmare looked like a lot of fun, and I picked it up. I put it in for a little bit, just to play around a little bit. I haven't had boatloads of time to play games lately, so I played for maybe 30 minutes, 45 minutes. It seems like a good time. I'll get into it. And I've never really played a lot of Rockstar games, so we'll see where we get with that. And lastly, on that trip, we did pick up. Oh no, there's no one. Never mind. Two more. This was one of my more sought after Xbox games, SBC Chaos SNK versus Capcom. The difference between this one and the Capcom versus SNK games is this one's actually made by SNK. And so it feels like a King of Fighters game, or, feels more like King of Fighters than Street Fighter. But it's still, it retains some of the Street Fighter-ness of it. And there's some other Capcom characters besides SNK, or besides Street Fighter, and there's other SNK characters besides King of Fighters. Those are just the main ones that I identify with. So you can play as Terry Bogard and Ryu or Ken, and there's Violent Ken in this one, which is pretty cool, and Akuma and Shin Akuma. There's a bunch of characters on both sides of the roster, and it's a very cool fighting game. And like I said, it's more SNK than Capcom, so it does feel a little bit different than the Capcom versus SNK or the Marvel versus Capcom games. It's a little bit different, but still is a lot of fun. And I like King of Fighters a lot, so this was obviously a welcome game and one of my more sought after original Xbox games, because I think it's only on Xbox, besides like arcade and Neo Geo and stuff like that. So as far as like regular consoles, Xbox was it. Okay, and then the last thing from that trip, it's just a two-part thing. First of all, at the retro shop, Ducky was with me, Ducky Do Gaming, and he was just looking around the place, and I was looking around the place, and he shows me this. It's the hardback special edition of the Diablo 3 strategy guide, which, you know, I don't really collect strategy guides, really, but this is such a cool strategy guide just because it's Diablo 3 and it's hardback, the special edition one, and it was only $4. So I was like, yeah, I'm buying that. So full color, beautiful strategy guide, that beautiful Diablo 3 artwork, very welcome addition to the collection. I love Diablo 3 so much. And even though I don't need the strategy guide, it's still a really cool collection item to have. Just like the Doom 3 strategy guide that I have and the Doom 3 art book and stuff. It's just like, yeah, it's just cool. Just have to have it. And then on the way out of town, since, like I said, the Hastings store was going out of business, they had some sales, you know, like 30% off, 20% off of certain things. And so I was like, fine. We went back after leaving and decided to go ahead and pick up Diablo 3 on PC because it does work on Mac as well, PC and Mac. And yeah, I was like, you know what? I've never played Diablo 3 on PC. At this point, this was like $14 brand new. And I know this is just the vanilla version, but even the vanilla version for just $14 to play on PC or Mac, in my case, totally worth it. And I can buy the expansion for like another $20 or less down the road if I want to just put the expansion on this that I already have. So there you go. There's my quadruple dip into Diablo 3. I now own this game 4 times, and you'll see that I will probably end up with it a 5th time very soon. And here's why. Because I got a PlayStation 4. Finally. Doom Waves. Me. The guy, Doom Waves, the Doom guy waves, got a PlayStation 4. Very excited. My trade-in credit paid for my half of it, and my brother-in-law paid for the other half. So I actually only own half of a PlayStation 4, but we're both stoked to get it. So with my half of the trade-in credit and his half, I was still able to buy some games with trade-in credit. And yeah, we got a PlayStation 4 and some games. But before I got the PlayStation 4, actually, I did go ahead and buy Doom for the PlayStation 4 before I even had the console, because it was only $20 brand new at GameStop. And I was like, yep, gonna do that, because I knew that I was gonna be cashing in my trade-in credit soon, you know, soon-ish. And I was like, this is too good of a price to pass up, because I know I'll want this game on the PS4 also. So we still have a sealed, brand new copy of Doom 4 on the PlayStation 4. Well, it is Doom 4. Doom on the PlayStation 4, $20. But of course, we also picked up some more games, like I said, with my trade-in credit and stuff. And a couple of these games I picked up purely for my brother-in-law, because they were the games that he wanted. These are all exclusives, with the exception of Doom 4. My brother-in-law was really interested in playing the Uncharted series, because he's never owned a PlayStation 3, and he loves Tomb Raider, so he had heard from me and from other people, it's like, hey, you know, you'd probably love Uncharted. So we did go ahead and grab him the Uncharted Nathan Drake collection. This was 1, 2, and 3. Still didn't pick up 4 yet, but 4 is still full price, and by the time he finishes these, maybe it will have gone down a little bit. So for now, he's good with 1, 2, and 3. He also wanted to play Until Dawn. This is one I might play eventually, but for now, probably not something I'm real into, but it's something that he wanted to try out. So I did go ahead and oblige him and buy that. And that was only $20 brand new at GameStop too. So Nathan Drake was like $30 at the retro store. Killzone Shadowfall. This will benefit both of us because we both love first-person shooters. And, you know, with the PS4, PlayStation exclusive series like Killzone, you know, I already have 1, 2, and 3 on, well, 1 on PS2 and 2 and 3 on PS3. So why not get Shadowfall, which I guess is also considered just Killzone 4. I don't know. That's what it said on the receipt. It said Killzone 4. So there you go. Got that Bloodborne because I've heard that it's more action-packed than, or more action-based than Dark Souls, and that's kind of the way I'm leaning. It's not that I don't like Dark Souls, it's just that I think Bloodborne would be more up my alley. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I'll hate this too. I don't hate Dark Souls, but maybe I won't enjoy that either. Dragon Quest Heroes. The World Trees Woe and the Blight Below. What a long title. But this is a Koei Tecmo Square Enix game, like the Warriors games, I guess. Hack and slash, lots of enemies, but in the Dragon Quest world. So that's cool. Very excited to play that. Don't know when I'm going to play it, but there it is. I got it. So I play whenever I want. And the finale, the best one, of course, yeah, that's Street Fighter V. This was still expensive. I was surprised how much this was still. I think it's like at least $50 still for a used copy. Oh well. Super happy. I've already played this quite a bit. I don't love some of the systems in here. Like I think the fight money system is okay. You gain in-game currency by fight money, and with this fight money you can buy characters and costumes and things like that. I've already had enough fight money, luckily, to get Alex, which is one of the characters that I had to have. I didn't know that you had to like unlock the bonus characters, the non-original roster characters. But so far, the only one out right now that I had to have was Alex, and Urien is coming at the end of the month, I think, soonish. So if I don't have enough fight money by the time Urien comes out, I may fork out the $5 or whatever it is to unlock Urien. If you're a Street Fighter fan, you know what I'm talking about. Urien is a cool character from Street Fighter 3. So is Alex, which is why I like him, because Street Fighter 3 is dope. But I love 4 too. 4 is still my favorite, even though as much as I like 3, and much as I like and will like 5, Jason Sporadic Spacebar and I were talking about this just the other day, or yesterday actually, and 4 is kind of the standard. His words, the gold standard is Street Fighter 4, but Street Fighter 5, I think, as it is now and as it will improve throughout its many future iterations, will be really good. And I'm looking forward to growing with the game. I know that sounds kind of cliche, but you know, I got into 4 so late in the game that by the time I got into it, it was already great. You know, Arcade Edition, a super Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition was already out, and that was like the second to last version. The last one was Ultra, and they didn't change much with Ultra. They just added a few things and a few characters. So in there with Street Fighter 4 was great, but and I still love 4. But being at ground level with Vanilla 5 and hopefully a promising future with the game as it grows and is versions, you know, hopefully can get good with the game, and hopefully I can eventually afford a freaking PS4 fight stick. I don't know, those things are kind of expensive. So anyway, that's it. That's all for this pickup video. I got some things to do. Gotta go. Thanks for watching. Doomwaves out.